Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right, and we're just continuing. It's phenomenal, the feedback we get from all of our listeners. Thank you so much. We just had on the CEO and founder of AWeber. So incredible. And later on, we're going to have X Prize Innovation board member. So make sure you continue to stay tuned. And thank you for the feedback that we got from having when I did the interview with Lee Steinberg, renowned sports agent. So make sure you go to Eliances.com, Eliances.com. Let's talk about our next hero. He was drafted in the first round in the 2006 NFL draft and played his whole 16-year career in the NFL with the Minnesota Vikings. We have Chad Greenway. That's right. And now I'm going to have him steal the thunder. You know what he's doing now? Chad, take it away. What are you in now?
Thank you, David. We are now selling vodka with Grey Duck Vodka, our new vodka brand here in Minnesota. Super excited about it and fun to be an entrepreneur and into the business world. So it's been fun.
All right, talk to us. So how do you go from NFL into being part of Grey Duck Vodka?
Well, just relationships that I built over the course of my career. Met a few people that had the idea and wanted to become wanted a partner that could help on the marketing side and also just help push. But I really want to be an owner. I want to be a part of it and the grassroots. And for me, all the experiences I grabbed in the NFL really helped me. Really helped me in this business world so far in these first 9 months. It's short-lived so far, but it's going really well, and we're growing quickly. And, man, it's been a lot of fun and challenging at the same time. I found new challenges that I never thought I would face. So that has been probably the most unique part about it.
Let me ask you, 16 years in the NFL, what was one of the things, though, you remember most about playing?
I'll say this. I have to correct you. It's only 11 years for me. I apologize. I wish if it was 16, I'd still be rocking, Dave. I don't have it in me. But 11 years, and the thing for me is when I was done, you really want to be in a position athletically where you feel confident that you're able to move on mentally. And I think for me, mentally, I had 4 kids. I knew that football was moving beyond me, and I was prepared. And I was preparing constantly through my speaking business and the other things that I was doing for that next step after football, just to make sure I had some transition and be confident in my decision. And honestly, football was so good to me in so many different ways, from meeting my wife to meeting this community in the Twin Cities in Minneapolis and St. Paul. But also just to now be my business partners here with Grey Duck. It's been a fun thing for me, and again, football has given me a lot.
That's incredible. Now, what are some of the things in regards to Grey Duck Vodka? And again, you can reach, by the way, Chad Greenway, former NFL player, and also too is with a partner with Grey Duck Vodka. Go to greyduckspirits.com, and of course, we'll have it on our website, Eliances.com, Eliances.com. So what's one of the more popular products on Grey Duck Spirits that you sell?
Yeah, so for us, our vodka here it's homemade here in Minnesota. So one thing that we really hearken to and talk about a lot is our relationship with agriculture and the farmers that produce the corn that we use to make our vodka. So our vodka is made in a small town, Benson, Minnesota, in west central Minnesota. And what we really rely upon is those farmers to bring that consistent, good product, that corn product, into the plant where we make it and produce it, and then we get that sweet flavor that everybody's loving. And I think that's the part that's so unique to our vodka. It's all made in the same plant. It's all produced in the same spot, so you're going to get a very consistent flavor. And we're now in 4 states. Of course, of the last band to 4 states, and we just got such positive feedback on relationship to that agriculture background. In the Midwest, like we are up here, there's such a relationship. Whether you grew up on a farm or you live by a farm or your friend's a farmer, there's so many relationships based around that people have really loved that. But we knew that we didn't have a great product, that people may buy a bottle, but are they going to buy that second, third, and fourth bottle? And we've found now that as they continue to reach for it, our brand is really expanding because of the quality that it brings, and also that relationship just to Minnesota and kind of the unique aspect of what Grey Duck really means to this state.
Well, you're right. It's all about relationships, and the relationships the Eliances Hero Show has with our listeners in the community, because you're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's ELIANCES.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs align, and we've got Chad Greenway, former NFL player, and also partner with Grey Duck Vodka. Make sure you go to greyduckspirits.com. Now, Chad, we got a couple questions coming in from our listeners. One of these is, what's the base of the vodka, and how many times is it distilled?
Yeah, we love that question. So our vodka is made with corn, so it's naturally made for the gluten-free vodka. And it is stilled and it's actually a column still. So there's two common ways to still vodka. There's a pot and there's column. So ours goes through a 5-column distillation process. So if you wanted to put a number on how many times it's distilled, you would go with 5. But the reality is, in that process, you actually have filters that are kind of lined throughout those columns. So in one column, the vodka may be filled, 4 or 5 and filtered 4 or 5 different times within that one column. So what you get is a very refined and clean product. A lot of the impurities are taken out, and that's when you want to use a vodka that you can either drink on the rocks, mix with something that you like, enjoy the flavor of that vodka. You get a nice flavor that you can enjoy, rather than some of these other spirits that you kind of have to work through to get down. We enjoy the smooth flavor that we get created.
Nice. Now, you also have a foundation, right? Lead the Way Foundation that you're the founder of. Tell us about that.
We did, yeah. So my wife and I, when we were drafting the NFL in 2006, we knew this was a unique experience. We knew that we were given a platform at the NFL that was going to create a lot of opportunities for us. And we knew that, beyond football, we wanted to leave a mark in our community. And so we started the Lead the Way Foundation in 2006. And what we did is we really wanted to work with children. We had our first child, our first year out of college after we got married, and we found that looking at our little kid who's now 11, saying, hey, can you imagine something happened to Madden, our daughter, and being one of those families that deals with these things, and that really kind of struck a chord with us when we had our own children. And what we did is we formed the Lead the Way Foundation to create programs and events around kids and families, and really try to help. Whether it be the kid that's seeking treatment or the family that's getting carted around to treatment, we just try to give them a better experience when they're in the hospital around our programming, and it's been so fun. And the fun part for us, honestly, David, is that as you talk about relationships in the vodka industry, it's funny how relationships just in the community are so important as well. To play 11 years in one spot with the Minnesota Vikings like I did, so many relationships were built and created, and it's funny that now 2 years into retirement, our foundation actually continues to get stronger because of those relationships. People saw beyond the fact that I played football and really looked into the person I was and the person that my wife and I were trying to be, and the foundation we created. And that's been something that's really fun to track.
That's phenomenal. Well, you mentioned that you have 4 kids. We've got a little less than a minute left, but I think it's important to our listeners to know is what type of secrets really are you sharing with your children to be able to be successful, lead on the right path like you've done, and make their mark? What kind of things will you be instilling with them to help them make their mark?
Well, the biggest thing we try to instill with our children is in individual things, whether it be school, athletics, or friendships, relationships, is always giving your best effort. And you know what I'm talking about in relationships, when you're just trying harder to be either friends or be in a relationship or be a daughter or be a husband or be a father, whatever that may be, to really work at it and to work hard and put it all into it. And we use sports for that model in our family. Obviously, my wife ran track at Iowa. I was a football player, and we don't care if you win. We don't care if you lose. We care how hard you try. And just knowing that success comes from that. And really within leadership, we talk about just being that example and that sample for kids to look at, to say, you know what, this is how I want to act. This is how I want to treat my coaches. This is how I want to treat people around me. And in turn, then people will look to me as a pillar of somebody who is a leader. And I think that's something that we talk about to our children all the time. Specifically, our oldest two are kind of in that world of understanding where they can really take that and use it within their peers, within their classrooms, within their teams. And it's just so important to just crafting a really well-rounded kid.
Well, Chad, that's incredible. You definitely work hard. You set the example. You saw an opportunity from post-NFL career. You continue to spread goodwill off the field with your foundation. That's a hero. Chad Greenway, Grey Duck Vodka. Go to greyduckspirits.com, and when we return, the board member for X Prize Innovation.